Hey everyone, today I'm going to show you how to do printmaking. So how we start this is you're going to have a sketch that you're going to do, and you will tape your sketch on top of a piece of styrofoam, okay? So styrofoam pieces underneath this. You are going to trace really hard your design, okay? Sometimes you're going to cut your paper, and that's okay because it just means it'll transfer better onto the styrofoam. The only reason I have you tape your design on top is so you can have as close to your design as you wanted it, so you don't have to just freehand it onto the styrofoam. So I went ahead and I traced it with this, and I put with a pencil, and I pushed really hard, and I cut my paper sometimes, but it was okay. And as I was tracing along, I would peek every now and then. So like when I was doing the nose, I'd go back and forth. After I did a line, I went underneath and I traced it with a pen, and you end up with this, okay? So whenever I was doing the mouth area and the nose, I would flip up, do a little squiggle, go down, make an impression, and trace it, okay? So after we get that part accomplished, what you're gonna do is you're going to remove your design, okay? Now, this is the fun part. So what you're gonna do is I put some ink onto my printmaking surface. And what I did was I just cut off a piece, it was a broken binder, and I took off the cover and the backing, and I just used them, and they're gonna be our printmaking surfaces so we can roll out ink. So I might have gotten a little too much ink on here, but that's because I was mixing and I couldn't get the right orange. So I'll just keep rolling. So you're gonna roll it evenly. See, there's that right in there. Gonna make sure it's nice and mixed in. So you hear that tacky noise? It's very satisfying. That's a good thing. You wanna hear that. And go back and forth. You gotta go horizontally and then roll vertically. Now I think I got enough. I'm gonna go ahead and roll it. Make sure you have a piece of scrap paper underneath you, and you're going to roll it onto your surface. And since our printing plate is pretty big, I'd say you're gonna have to keep on adding ink to your brayer. Now that I think I got it totally covered, I'm gonna set my brayer on my what I'm rolling it on, and you're gonna pick it up carefully. You're gonna take your mat that you're gonna print on, and you're going to flip it over, place it in the middle. Okay. Now this is the part that's gonna take some time, okay? Be patient with it. Rub it on in a circular motion using your fist. Okay, so I'm holding my thumb in the corner just to hold the plate in place. So in case I need to rub a little more somewhere, I can put it back down. You're gonna need to rub a little bit more right up in here, because I could see some white going on. Okay, let me try again. There's our first print. Printmaking is a game of trial and error. This was my first print that I did with you guys. This area right here with the eye, I mean, the lines just didn't show up as clear as the pin marks that I made on my styrofoam because I didn't push hard enough. The second one, I didn't have enough ink on my surface. So I needed to mix more ink, and I needed to make sure it really fully covered my brayer. I didn't have enough, so whenever I rolled it, it looks very spongy. The last time I rolled it, third time was a charm for me. I got it, and it came out like this. Of course, I didn't have the camera on. Figures. But you guys can trust that I put a lot of ink on it. That's what I did. I put ink, made sure it was evenly rolled on there, and I made sure that I pushed hard enough. So right here where the eye was, I really jammed my thumb in there so it made clear impression, okay? So next, I'm going to show you how I'm going to be able to add 2 more colors to it. I'm going to start off with my dark blue because I want to make the whole body of the rhino blue. But first, when I do it, I'm going to print it on these older, on the first ones, just as a testing. And then the last one, I'm going to get it, and I'm going to get it good. Okay, so how do I make it so the background does not become blue and cover up all the beautiful orange in the back? Well, you're going to get yourself some scissors, and you're going to cut right along your line. Now, I'm going to ink my rhino. So, put your print off to the side. And remember what you do with the roller? Roll it in kind of a square shape. Don't roll it all over the mat. You don't need to do that. Up and down, side to side. You're gonna line it up. And press. We have reached our final layer. What we're gonna do is look at our printing plate, pick out an element from your printing plate that would make sense to be a different color. I'm gonna choose to do the horns. So I'm going to take my scissors and cut out just the horns. Let's get our ink on our palette, roll it, and apply it.